is defensively, For Real has 2 initiators, and on attack side, HD Orion only has 1, but they have the Jet, and we haven't seen Sadie on Jet yet, so it should be an interesting attack side for both teams, but I think it's going to come down to who can hold defense the best here.
Defense is always one half the game, so whichever team pulls this one off cleanly, as long as their attack side can be just as clean, gonna come out. Otherwise, we may see a multi-OT map yet again, as we have seen in the past couple weeks, a couple of those. But for now, Real will bring out 1 Sheriff, 2 Classics, 2 Ghosts, and on the side of HD Orion, it'll actually be the same 2 Ghosts, 2 Classics, 1 Sheriff on the hands of Wavy. So with these pistols across the board being the same, Hens looking for an interesting attack round.
Yeah, definitely going to be pretty similar to what we've seen in the past.
Night, night.
Oh my. Okay, For Real. I see why it's your teammate, because Babovo, are you For Real? That aggressive play instantly catching the head of Wavy coming up the ramp. The Sheriff in mind. God, I don't think anyone in HD Orion was expecting that. This is already not looking good for these attackers. The aggression coming out, and Ginny finally finds Babovo with the Sheriff of his own. Dopai will trade out Cedric, however, with a headshot from the Ghost over in mid. So already we're seeing a 4v3 in favor of For Real. And HD Orion, they're coming off a map where they won pretty heavily in their favor.
Yeah, and we're seeing the pain of people buying Sheriffs now. That's kind of been coming back and more. And it's definitely paying off for them here in this first round.
Well, the retake is going to be a 3v4 as the spike did manage to go down. For Real gave up some positioning to allow it to happen, but Dopai, he's trying to get some shots off. TMS finds the double kill headshot with the classic. Dopai finds the Ghost headshot onto Voice for the last one, and already For Real starting off with a 1-0.
And that's the big difference right there with players that buy the Sheriff round 1 against those who don't have, who force the Ghost, because the Ghost, you're not going to have headshot armor, and 55 to the body does a lot, especially when your Sage has already used her heal right off the get-go. So you definitely saw that there in round 1 with For Real. That Sheriff really took some damage on HD Orion. Look at the buys here. We got the usual force, so gonna be an interesting round for them.
Oh, we do see with eyes on TMS here this semi force buy coming out of For Real. We see a Ghost hold and Sheriff hold coming in for 2 members, whereas we have an Ares, Marshall, and Spectre coming from the others. HD Orion actually going to pick up 4 Sheriffs, and speaking of one of those Sheriffs, Babovo already taken Wavy out of the picture. Of course, for him, no armor, so this chest shot from the Marshall is going to be an insta-kill, which is also the same for the rest of Orion. No one having armor in any way, shape, or form. All these Sheriffs, nothing else to back it up, so For Real, they're just going to sit back, play defensively, allow the other team to come to them. Mid. And speaking of other team coming to them, Cedric walking into the headshot of the median Sheriff. This is already a 2-0 in terms of kills, round number 2. And it's just a Marshall and Sheriff so far. It's not even the heavy hitting weaponry that would come through. Dominion finding a 2nd kill around Sadie, trading his life out. Babovo trades him right back, however. So it's all on Ois. Yes, Sheriff managed to get around to the back side and turns to look up at the wrong time. TMS coming through with the Spectre, turning out the round. 2-0 the way of For Real.
I gotta say it, man. For Real is just looking really good. They have some crispy shots. They quite clearly understand, taking map control. It's gonna be an interesting buy round for HD Orion here. They need to get above the kills here. They need to trade more than For Real in order to make this round worth it, because I see a lot of half shields and a lot of rifles.
Well, we see For Real. They're going through their bonus round, sticking with the Sheriffs, the Ares, the Marshall, the Spectre. HD Orion, they're coming through with the Phantoms, and already Sati is nearly dead because of Ved with the Ares. Strips some of his armor instantly, nearly finding the kill. He's going to get a heal from the stage, however, Wavy falls in the meantime. And the spray coming through Sati working together with his teammate. They're trying to find what they can, unable to find the tags they're looking for. They're going to try rotating back to A. However, a little bit of information coming out as Ois is forced to take down the wolf coming out of Topai, which means they know possible rotation coming through. HT Orion, they've come to a sort of halt over at mid, and hence this kind of timing, they may just be looking to rotate back, but it's not a good situation.
Yeah, it's definitely making them. What it allowed For Real to do is to set back up as if the round just started again. So they didn't really achieve much. But I think For Real might be onto something with the Sova swinging out currently right now. If he picks up information here, they're just gonna run, and there it is. Jet immediately starts running. Guy immediately starts rotating. This could be a round for them, but I think For Real's onto them.
Well, as you mentioned, the information coming out, even though it cost him his life, the headshot from Cedric did give away what was going on over at B. One member falling from the Ares, however, Ois finally able to find the headshot from the Vandal onto Avad, so that Ares is down. So 3v3. Trying to go make that a 3v2. Cedric from the head of TMS able to keep himself alive, but the Marshall shot from Bobovo finally takes him down. It's a 2v2. Sky and Jet versus Sage and Sova. And Jenny found the head of one. Ois finds Dopai on the flank, takes him down 2-1. For real up. However,
that's a good round for them.
It is, but now we're finding ourselves on the even footing by.
Yeah, HG Orion needed that round, especially they needed people to stay alive, but it still did hurt them. They lost a lot of weapons and a lot of money there. I imagine there's going to be some eco buying with the utility, and then imagine, obviously, as we see now, the light shields are coming out. But Bobovo, sorry, is pulling out the op full shield down to 150 credits. Let's see what he does with it.
Well, to be honest, the way he's been playing, I do not blame him for bringing out this op, and he's trying to find the quick head of the peaking Wavy. Whoever those peaks a little too fast, so he's gonna fall all the way back towards a heaven. Unfortunately for him, Orion's already been able to make some serious progress in their advancement, so he's gonna have to be playing for the low ground instead of the high. Orion, they've all gone onto site, 3 of them, but 2 working their way towards B. Bavovo finds the first kill on the Wavy, taking a couple of tags coming out from his Vandal.
Here.
And only 2 members remaining. Actually make that 1, as Ois has been left all alone. 3 members rotating over, and there are 2 of For Real ready. They're waiting to see if anyone is coming the way of B, and now more rotating as well, so it's only going to be Dominion left on A. And even he's beginning to rotate, so Vak, he found the head of Jenny through the wall, though. It already ends things for HD Orion. Avad finds the second kill on the Cedric. TMS finds Sadi. It's all up to Ois. He finds the headshot onto Dopai in mid before making it under the ramp to Kitchen. But this is a 1v4. This is not looking
30
good
seconds left
for Ois in any way. He still has a full health and armor, so he can try and find something, but with our view of Bobovo staring down the lane with an op, Ois may just have to save instead.
Yeah, no, this was a good op buy, and you see this occasionally sometimes where the op buy could be risky, because if Bobovo died here, it would be tragic to their eco. But considering how many kills he's gotten and the fact that now they've won the round, he didn't take much headshot damage. He can buy up. You know, they still have 4 members. That's a really good round for Real. That beats the eco of HG Orion now.
And as we see, Real up 3-1 is every rifle and op in hand.
Here.
Only Dopai after dying in mid having to buy up. 350 credits left to him, but the rest of his team couldn't be healthy enough on their eco that next round. Looks like they'd be able to buy him even if they do lose this 5th round. Otherwise, on the other hand, though, HD Orion, 3 sheriffs, a classic, and a Vandal for Wavy. Oh my, Bobovo just does not relax with these aggressive plays. Finds Ois for the first kill with the op. Tapai gets Wavy immediately after. We're already in a 5v3. Jenny, he's trying to find cheeky peeks, but knowing that there's an op, but it's not going to mount to much. Bobovo does a little bit of a delayed shot there, so he's not going to find the mark. But Brian, unfortunately, the way they're positioning, they're not going to find much. Tapai finds his second kill of the round onto Sadi, trying to go through. It's all up to Cedric and Ginny. The odds just not in their favor. The median through the wall finds Cedric. Ginny all alone, just the classic. The aggression coming out from For Real. They want to find everything, and Dominion will find the final kill with the headshot from the Vandal.
Yeah, and with the flawless there, that's just demoralizing. And on top of that, you know that they have money to spend, and they're just gonna keep on pushing the number up higher and higher. We're at 4-1 here now, and you know, it's kind of looking a little bit scary for HD ORION because you know the duelists here aren't able to really get anything going. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this timeout here.
And as you mentioned, the timeout coming out from HD ORION, trying to talk things over, see if they can figure out some way to breach this defense coming out from For Real, especially with the Alpha Bobovo. This man has been able to find kills left and right, 6, 2, and 1. While the rest of his team, every member is sitting at 4 kills apiece.
Yeah, it's quite, you know, it's impressive to see Bobovo doing what he can do on defense. You know, I gotta say it, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do on attack. The man has no fear. He has ice in his veins when it comes to looking down the barrel of that operator. Even with the sheriff from round 1, I knew this guy, he means business.
Almost every ultimate as well as ready for Real. 2 right now are coming off of Bobovo and Dopai. Next one to come up will be either from Avad or Dominion at this rate. However, we do see Ginny and Cedric having their ultimates ready as well. So it's not like they don't have anything in return. With the timeout coming down, we're getting into our 6th round finally. And Bovovo, this time, he's setting up B long. And this is exactly where HD ORION, the prediction that they would want to change up their attack style this time around, has only made things even harder for them. These shots coming through, they haven't even located if the op is there or not. Instead, the little information they had that someone was spraying down long, they decided to full send back towards A. In For Real, they're not even contesting. They're already setting up for a retake. The Viper's pick coming out from Cedric, but Avad finds the head of Ois as he tries an aggressive positioning. The spike still not going down quite yet. Wavy holding onto it, finally getting down to a plant. But the median is there for the shock dart, finds the head of Sati as well. And on the flank is Bobovo with the knife. Pi finds Wavy. These knives may not even be needed. Cedric finds the median. TMS finds him. Then Ginny finds the pie. But knives coming out from Bobovo for the head of Ginny. Round 5 victory for Real.
That was a good round. I mean, I just gotta give it to them. They kind of understood what was going to happen. I think they might have HD ORION kind of read at this point. You know, they tried to set up to go B, and they read them. They knew, hey, let's set up B this time because obviously A wasn't working for them, and they retook that site really, really well. You know, I think right now what HD ORION needs to do is they just need to play with some confidence and some aggression. You know, we really haven't seen these duelists, you know, just go in front of everyone and just go full steam ahead. And I think the momentum is really hurting them here.
Well, we're going to see HD ORION make some sort of big play, cut this momentum off, gain some of their own. But Bovovo is just unstoppable, drafting his way all the way up towards the top of the kitchen entrance. He's found 2 kills onto Wavy and Ois with the op 9, 2, and 1. Whereas the remaining 3 members of HD ORION, just 2 sheriffs and a classic, there's not much they're going to be able to do here. But they're hoping to find anything. Sati brought out the ultimate, found Avad, little bit of an opening, but this has called for the full rotation of For Real. Jamie's going to try and get everything he can to be on the site as fast as possible. The TMS has found the head of Cedric over in mid. Sati finds him in return as well. It's a 3v2. These knives may be the difference maker for round number 7. Median is almost ready to pick through mid. He just misses a shot onto Ginny. So he sees him running towards the under tunnel. He's arrow coming out, but Bovovo finds Ginny slacking as he was open through the wall. Oh, the knives don't hit the mark. Sadie, he's doing everything he can. Does find the kill with the classic onto the Vandal Dominion, but Topar through the wall will find him in return. And round 6 victory for Real as a result.
You know, that was almost a good round for them. I think eco-wise, they did the best they could, right? They got rid of enough guns, but it's still not going to topple the defense. I mean, we have two players nearly at 9K already. But we do see a full buy coming out here from HD ORION. Full shields.